As your vision returns, you find yourself once again alone in a wagon. Ahead, a familiar signpost, its lantern keeping at bay the dark miasma that surrounds the world. But you've been here before, and now you know the path forward. It's time to meet your companions. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Loki Oren, and we're back again with another one of our project runs, a new team. My apologies for my voice. I am fighting off a non-COVID related illness that is beating up my voice, something awful. So today we're going to take out a new team, a cut above, or as I've been calling them, a cut above the rest. This is a very strong team, and let's meet our companions here. So we've got a Nocturnal Plague Doctor. It's not bad. Off Guard, though, is not... We'll want to get rid of that. The days at the start of combat kind of sucks. And we'll go ahead and drop Ounce of Prevention and Incision, just simply because neither of those skills are that valuable early. Jester, he's a Fodor Explorer. We'll have to keep that in mind. And he's terrified of hidden cults and their influence. Well, fair enough. I am too. And his base kit's pretty good, but we're going to drop Battle Bow and pick up Encore just for that extra damage. That actually lets us get a turn out of our Plague Doctor if we need her early. Then the Hellion. Oh, very nice. So the Hellion's going to start off with two 75% dodge tokens, but she doesn't like swine, but that's okay. And we are going to drop Wicked Hack because, well, Howling End is still unnerfed, so what world are we not going to use that? And I think we'll remove Barbaric Yarp and pick up Adrenaline Rush. And now there's an argument for, like, if it bleeds, Hellion's gonna spend a lot of time in the second row. So in theory, if it bleeds, it's a little bit more viable. But I'd rather have Raucous Revelry for a reason I'll explain in just a moment. And finally, our Leper with On Guard. So both of our frontline characters are starting the round with dodge tokens and Fear of Gaunt, so that's not a big deal. And his base kit is perfectly fine. So, there we go, a cut above the rest. As we dive into this team, like thinking about it on a macro sense, the first thing we need to note is every single character stress heals. Every single one of them has a stress heal. Granted, the Plague Doctors you have to upgrade, and the Lepers only affects himself, but the fact is that every character in this team provides stress healing. This is a group that should not be dealing with stress too much. Here we go. We've got a pretty standard academics cache, some somewhat useful items, some less useful items. A pretty good trinket for our Leper early on. But yeah, so the first thing about a cut above is they do not have stress issues. Well, that's not true. You can still run into stress issues because you can always run into stress issues. But compared to, say, a lot of other formations like the Sisters of Battle we just did, where we were basically relying on the Hellion and criticals, this team has the power to neutralize stress very, very well. Excuse me, sorry, like I said, I'm fighting off this cough. So, amazing stress healing across the team. Second, very strong healing. Every character but the Jester is able to heal as we get only a two-piece initial friendship bonus, relationship bonus. But every character but the Jester is able to heal. Paracelsus has Battlefield Medicine. Raucous Revelry and Adrenaline Surge both heal the Hellion, and Baldwin has Solemnity. So, granted, the Hellion and our Leper only heal themselves, but they're also going to be taking most of the damage, so that's fine. And then Paracelsus to Battlefield Medicine everybody. So, amazing stress healing, great healing, though it is a little bit, selfish in places. And then great damage output. Howling End remains unnerfed, so as long as that's the case, the Hellion hits like a freight train. The leper can do quite a bit of damage. He's just somewhat inconsistent, caused by his blind tokens. However, with the jester providing combo, it is not at all unheard of to have combo up on a character and have the leper swing through the blind token. So we have the chance to take one of them out of the fight for sure, so we'll do that. And then finally, the Plague Doctor, Best Girl Paracelsus, just in the background, being a goblin and just doing Plague Doctor things. So there's a little bit of a weakness in the damage output in the sense that this party doesn't do a lot of dots. It really just has the Plague Doctor, who is providing... That's right, I can't do that. Who is providing Blight and a tiny bit of fire. In theory, the Hellion could be providing Bleed, but as we kind of talked about, it's tough to get that skill in there with everything else. So we end up a little bit light on the dot output, but the dots we do have are very good, and the damage output in general is quite strong. So thinking about initial mastery output, really, there's nothing on the leper that needs an immediate upgrade. We'll skip over the Hellion. There's an argument for Inspiring Tune, or Encore. Both are quite good. But in this case, we're actually going to skip those. Hang on. Excuse me. We are going to upgrade Toe to Toe again. And the reason for that is that very much holds the Hellion's kit together. It gives her a way to get rid of Winded that doesn't eat up a turn and do nothing, essentially. And since we have a source of bleed, I forgot the Jester can cause bleeds as well. So Bloodlust has a certain usage, but Toe to Toe is just an amazing tanking item to have as well. So with that upgrade, we'll check our Provisioner. A Wild Tea to get rid of that negative quirk. That's pretty good. And we could get the Dartboard for a chance to boost some Infinity. We don't need a Triage Kit, and we don't need any of the rest. So we'll grab both of those. And who was our really bad? Yeah, it was Off Guard. So let's just get that. Oh, got the positive quirk too. Not the best. It sucks to lose that positive quirk, but whatever she had, I don't even remember. Off Guard is bad enough that I don't want to have that. And who's got our positive relationship? It's Baldwin and Sarmenti. Let's try that out. Nice. So up to +3. So got the stress off Baldwin and got that. So we got the beginnings of a relationship. We could put a dodge token on somebody. Put it on the Jester. Bleed resistance. I know our leper has our weakest bleed resistance, so we may as well put it on him. We're not going to need this food. We need to do our Wainwright. We got a lot of stuff in the Wainwright. We're not doing an Infernal Flame run, so we're going to ditch that. Chance to loot more Stagecoach equipment and whiskey, so I guess our team's getting drunk at least. And yeah, that's our team, that's our squad, and where are we going? So the Fodder for +250 Hope, that's not tempting at all. Avoiding the Hoarder for 2 mastery points is pretty tempting, or we could do the Sluice. So the choice is do the Sprawl, get the Librarian out of the way, get 2 mastery points, or do the Sluice and get a little bit of loot, some shots at mastery points, and you basically get a free round. That's really the choice. I think the 2 mastery points is good enough that we'll have other chances, actually. We'll have other chances to go to the Sprawl. We'll go to the Sluice. Bit of a decision there. Maybe it isn't as close as I'm thinking. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I definitely think going to the Sluice is the right call. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. We're playing with a cut above the rest. And see you next time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let the YouTube algorithm know that I'm making content you like to watch. And I'll see you next time.